when we sat down and put the strategic plan together, and we looked at the group of resources that we have in North America, we thought what kind of number would be the best for them to achieve what we consider great success for them. And so it wasn't a blue sky number. We really kind of looked and put a little formula together and came up. We think that $100 million is achievable. Now, for the $100 million to be achievable, we have to have everybody participate. But I like the fact that we put a stake in the ground. I got to be honest with you. If something would happen and I only do 98 million margin enhancement, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be happy still. But we set a goal of 100 million. We can do that through, I feel very strongly on our RenewSolve platform. That is newfound revenue to these people, that if they can put that in place, there's some upfront work done. But that's revenue, they've never had, much less margin they've never had. The cloud solve, a lot of the customers are confused even what the cloud is. By putting a concierge desk with our cloud solve program, that will allow them to understand it better and get ramped up faster. I talked about print solve. That's a high margin offering as well. So I think if we look at all these, I think by the time we get back together in April that we're going to see a number. Don't know what that's going to be. We set a goal of doing this in 18 months, and I think it's very achievable. I'm pleased so far with what's happened with Varnex Canada. We ramped up the staffing, we've ramped up some of the offerings and so forth, so the numbers got up much higher, quicker than we thought. We had a great turnout in Las Vegas with the Canadian crew. Expect, within the year, probably double that number of members. We're going to focus on areas now, obviously, going into areas outside the Toronto area and look at some of these smaller markets, because we think there's an opportunity for us that by going into some of the smaller markets that aren't served, that there's an opportunity to pull in a great customer there. And a lot of the events we already do in Canada do that. So very pleased with what's happened so far. We put a business development manager on it. She's based out of Montreal. I think that was something different for us, because we decided to pull the person out of Toronto, not put somebody in Toronto that was the business development. So that got us jump started over in Montreal very quick. I think when you and I talked a year ago about North American conferences versus Canadian and U.S., I was pretty vocal saying I'd like to have the spring one be Canada only and U.S. only, but I'm outvoted by the Canadian members. When they're ready, they'll tell us. I'm not going to force it. Obviously, sometimes it's just the opposite. You're forcing them into a North American. They want to stay this way, learn as much as possible, and then as soon as they're ready, I'll split the conference out. What we have talked about is probably next summer we'll do a couple regional events in Canada, because I do think it's important that they have some one-on-one time together with their peers in the same country. So I'm a big proponent behind the Canada meetings as well as U.S., but it's up to the members, not me.